There has been a significant breakthrough in the Jommy Tee investigation of the Governor-General's mysterious $18 million charity. None other than Scomo, the PM, has advised his treasurer, Josh Frydenberg, to put the Governor-General's charity, and we quote, at the top of the pile for public funding and special tax breaks. Yes, it's another mate's deal. Yes, if proper process is a thing in government, it's time for the Governor-General, David Hurley, to take up the pipe and slippers and graciously exit public life for the sake of the integrity of the office.
But what's going to happen to you?
Oh, probably just a slap on the wrist. And he who shall violate this law shall be punished by catapult.
What is this mysterious charity, the Australian Future Leaders Foundation, and why is it a thing? It's a thing because if you or I were to ask the government for $18 million to set up a charity and another $4 million a year thereafter to fund it, let's call it the Australian Future Legends Charity, we would never make it past the fill out a form stage because we don't have the mates in place, the mates infrastructure to pull off this kind of scam. Yet here was the Governor-General with his Australian Future Leaders Foundation, an organisation with no office, no staff, just a name, getting the $18 million go-ahead from the Morrison government. What sort of future leaders are we talking about here? Leaders like Scomo and Angus, Susan and Dutz? Now, we've got a cast of colourful characters at play here. Chris Hartley, who Jommy Tee calls the man about town. He was behind this plan to source artefacts from the Australian War Memorial, bronze plates to melt down for trophies at the Henley Royal Regatta. So we're talking here about melting down culturally significant artefacts from the war years in Australia, including a sample bronze plate from the Roll of Honour, which records and commemorates Australia's war dead, melted down to make a trophy and medals for a military rowing extravaganza in Henley-on-Thames, the 2019 King's Cup. In a most extraordinary email obtained by FOI by Jommy Tee, Chris Hartley, the man behind the Henley Cup imbroglio, wrote to the head of the APS, the Australian Public Service, Peter Woolcott, in November 2021, a month before designated gift recipient status, a special tax break for a charity, was conferred, with the startling revelation that Scott Morrison had told Josh Frydenberg to, quote, please put this at the top of the pile. Another document, an email a few months earlier from the Governor-General's top bureaucrat Paul Singer to John Reid at the Prime Minister's office, said the project truly is a nation-building activity, and he urged the PM's office to hurry up with the funding. The GG and I have been briefed by Chris Hartley that there was impressive work taking place of academic and intellectual rigour. At the last Senate estimates, Paul Singer, the Governor-General's top bureaucrat, was asked to provide copies of minutes of relevant meetings and to identify those meetings where no minutes had been kept. I'll take it on notice, Singer advised the Senate on more than one occasion. And so it is that we await with bated breath the minutes of the meeting between the Governor-General, his advisor, Mr. Singer, and the man about town, Mr. Hartley. Moral of the story, if anybody ever asks you for information in the future, let's just say maybe your job-seeking history down at Centrelink, you can advise the Centrelink people that you'll take it on notice.